Welcome back to another day in the life of a reseller vlog. Today is, Thursday, August 1st, the 1st of August, Thursday. I've been busy this morning. We got a new vlog up and we're working on some eBay work today. If you've been watching the channel, you know I had a stack of inventory I was working through. I got that stuff listed as well as packing up the orders that came in today. I packed up all the small store orders and now it's time to take a look at the big store. Here's a look at today's thumbnail for today's vlog. Ways to be more fully expressed. That's the day in the life of a reseller blog that went up this morning. So if you're interested in finding out a little bit more about that, you can click on that thumbnail and find out about ways to be more fully expressed. We had a little discussion based on an article I was reading online. Kind of an interesting article that went into a little detail onto how to become more fully expressed. Of course, this channel isn't always discussing that sort of thing. It's mostly about reselling. Like I said, the channel details the ins and outs of my two businesses, my two eBay stores. I've got two eBay stores, over 6,000 items listed. We tell you what sold, we show you what we're listing. Of course, we show you what we're buying and trying to flip for profit. Let's take a look and see what kind of action we had out of the big store today. Like I said earlier, I packed 3 orders out of the small store earlier today, and we have 3 out of the big store as well. Looks like 3 for $40.65. So let's see what they were. First item sold for $21.53. It's a one-size-fits-all Adidas light blue cotton bucket hat. Next item sold for $11.15. It's a pair of extra large Nike black athletic gym shorts, the Vandals it says. Extra large 34-inch waist by 9.5-inch inseam. There you see it says Vandals right there on the right thigh. And finally, we sold a t-shirt for $197, total of $7.97 shipped. $7.97 shipped. It's a medium REI co-op blue polyester crew neck t-shirt top, short sleeve. So for those of you who've been watching the channel, you know I've been using those loss leader pricing strategy, those auctions starting them at $197. That's an example of that, trying to draw people into my store to get them to shop around and buy a little bit more expensive items. So that one sold at $197. We'll send that off to them, quite a deal, but that's been getting them into the shop lately. And we're deciding this morning, are we going to continue with that in August, or are we going to abandon that strategy and move on to something else? So we got to think about that today, and I'm going to let you know a little bit later. But first I got to grab those 3 items, print some shipping labels, add them to the tote, and get them ready to go to the post office. Of course, the other venture we've been working on is building this YouTube channel, trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours so we can monetize the channel, and we made some headway. We cracked over 500 subscribers, so I want to thank all you new subscribers. Thank everybody for jumping on board and joining the adventure. If you look at that analytics chart here, it says we have 62,634 views in the last 28 days. 62,000, wow. And here we have watch time hours up to 521.6. And here's the chart. We've had the ups and downs lately, but a pretty steady view count. As you can see here, we just cracked that 500 subscriber count. We're up to 502 today. And here's the last 48 hours. We've had 5,618 views the last 48 hours, so pretty good steady view count. So that's what we want. We want that continued steady view counts. Get those subscribers up daily, and soon we'll be over 1,000 and going after those 4,000 hours of watch time. I think that's going to be the toughest part, to get that 4,000 hours, but as that subscriber count rises, so will that view count. So I'm counting on them both kind of getting to where they need to be about the same time. So if you look at this little chart they have where it tells you when you're going to be able to earn on YouTube, we can see we're almost halfway there in both categories. On the top chart there is 502 subscribers. On the bottom is 1,908 public watch hours. Of course, it takes a while for them to update this, so it might not be completely accurate. Yeah, I guess they got to dot their T's and cross their I's on certain content to make sure it is meeting their standard, but we're halfway there, approaching halfway there. And just over 500 subscribers now, 502 and growing. So thanks again for joining. Yeah, I was looking at the statistics. It looks like July was the biggest jump. We made over 102 new subscribers the month of July. So the last 28 days have been very beneficial toward that goal of trying to get this channel monetized. So hopefully we'll get there before we know it. Alright, through the magic of video, there they are. 3 orders ready for labels, and here come those labels. Let's get them printed. Alright, we got the 3 small store orders in the tote already. Let's go ahead and add the big store. 1, 2, and 3. So kind of a slow start to August already. Sales are just creeping in, but we did get that stack of inventory listed this morning. Let me go ahead and give you a look at what we got listed. So we did list a few items into the small store, but here's what we got listed into the big store. We got those 2 dress vests, a pair of shorts here, Burnside cargo shorts, nice looking Mizuno black athletic shirt. Then up here we have a brand new Nike Golf t-shirt, WA light blue polyester spandex blend t-shirt, a Nike Golf yellow polo shirt women's, and an H&M divided gray shorts. So like I said, we did a little work this morning. We got a few listings up. We packed up all our orders, and I've got a stack here that I got to put away into the small store. So we might as well go ahead and log into the small store, see if we've had any action since I packed things up this morning, and I'll let you know about it. So here are the 5 new listings we got to put away into the small store. We got 5 up. 5 fresh ones ready for resale. Alright, it looks like no new sales out of the small store since this morning. So what I'm going to do is put away these 5 that I have sitting here into inventory. And then we'll get in the photo station and take a look at some fresh inventory we can photograph and list this afternoon. Alright, so although July is complete and August is here, I think what we're going to do is continue with the plan. Keep drawing from these 2 stacks of inventory I have here in the photo station. We got to get through these stacks before we invest in some new inventory. So that's the plan moving forward. Let's go ahead and grab 10 more off these stacks. There they are. There's a look at them. We've invested in this inventory, so we got to get it listed. There's some good stuff in here as well, so I'll get a grab 10 off the stack and give you guys a look at it. Alright, some of this stuff I think was from when I went through the women's athletic section. So we got some good athletic tees in here, so now's a good time to list it. We're in the middle of August. People are out there getting fit, staying healthy, so we got some nice athletic gear. Let me show you some of this stuff. Alright, these top few might not be so athletic, but the ones underneath it are. Here is a large Tommy Hilfiger Henley style button front t-shirt, and here is a kind of a thermal. The brand is Ember. It's kind of got that rust orange, size medium, women's v-neck. Seems to be a long sleeve shirt, really soft. Now we're into athletic gear. Here's an Adidas v-neck. Is that short sleeve? That one's long sleeve. A nice polyester Adidas v-neck t-shirt. Here's kind of that surfwear, Quicksilver, no, Roxy, extra large Roxy long sleeve, perfect for swimming. People vacationing, they might want to wear that. That probably has that sun screen built into it, that sun protection. Here's a nice Orvis sweatshirt, a large. Obviously summer's not perfect for sweatshirts, but you can't pass up on Orvis when you find it. Has that turtleneck with the drawstring, so a nice Orvis sweatshirt in green. And this one is, I'm not sure what the brand is, we'll have to look a little closer. Exertion, I think it is, size large, pink, long sleeve, has those thumb holes, so perfect for running. A lot of the gals like to wear that pink crew neck. And here's another one, Jockey, a very soft Jockey blue long sleeve. Again, has those thumb holes for the runners. I know those are popular. And Tommy Hilfiger again here, a medium. This one's long sleeve as well, crew neck. So we got a couple Tommy in there. And what do we got here? Mountain Hardwear, a nice athletic brand. This one is a long sleeve as well. So we must have gone through the long sleeve section. Here's a small, kind of red in color. And finally, a Sperry topsider. You usually see this in the shoes, but they do carry clothing as well, it looks like. Here we got a nice little stripe number, white and red, long sleeve. So some nice gear here. We're gonna get that stuff photographed. So I'm gonna put down this camera, grab my other camera, knock out these photos, and then begin listing a few of those items. Some nice athletic gear, a couple long sleeve items in there, so it should be a good inventory that'll get those sales headed in the right direction. A little slow to start August, but things are bound to pick up this weekend. Like I was discussing in yesterday's video, sometimes it takes a while for people to get paid first of the month. You know, they get those paychecks either directly deposited in their account, or they got to deposit them in old fashion style, but the money finally appears first of the month, and then they gotta go online and start surfing around for some fun stuff to buy. So that's usually the way it works. First of the month takes a while to roll in and get those funds available ready for shopping. So those are all things you gotta think about when you're a reseller. You know, you don't get discouraged just because the first of the month doesn't show a boost in sales. You know, you gotta kind of think about the market and how things are working and where the money is and when it's coming, and how things are going to unfold, and where you should kind of strategize your listing and putting fresh inventory in front of those new buyers, and when they're going to be online ready to shop. You know, this weekend they're going to be there, and I think, you know, the first of the month the money is going to be coming in, they're going to have it, they're going to be bored this weekend, and that's when they're going to be shopping and looking for something fresh and fun to add to their wardrobe. In my case, you know, clothing. In your case, maybe you're selling hard goods or electronics or something like that that they've been saving for, and maybe they finally have the money for it. So clothing is quick and easy, you know, easy to ship, easy to pack, and so that's kind of my bread and butter. That's what I stick with. But I know a lot of you folks out there, a lot of you resellers are venturing into other niches, and we're kind of looking at them here and there and trying and testing them out. But we're sticking with clothing as we move forward, since that's what we have an abundance of right now, and we're not going to be investing in anything else as of yet. But stay tuned as the channel unfolds. We might get a little bit more risky with our ventures and invest in some different stuff. Alright, we got 10 fresh inventory ready to be listed. We got those photos taken. We got some cold ice on my knee and a little ice cream bar as a treat for doing all that hard photo work. It's pretty hot in the office today. I got these at Costco Melona. So they have them in mango. It's a pretty good little ice cream. Gonna try this. I call it an ice cream. Of course, they call it a naturally frozen dessert bar. Dessert bar. So I'm gonna have a dessert bar, cool off a little, and then get into list mode. Try to get a few items listed this afternoon, and then hopefully get out and test that knee out again and get a nice run in. Alright, I got a couple items listed into the small store. Just logged back into the big store, and we had 2 items that were sold and paid for. Let's take a look at what they were. There you see it, 2 more items for $16.77. Let's see what they were. First item sold for $8.12. It was an extra large, zero exposure, black athletic gym polyester shorts, 36-inch waist by 8.5-inch inseam. The other item sold for $8.65. It was the Twister DVD video movie film disc, widescreen from 1996, starring Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt. So Twister the movie, a classic from back in the day, and was in 96. Hard to believe it's that long ago. We're going to grab that one as well as those shorts, and we'll print some shipping labels and add them to the tote. Alright, 2 more orders. Here come the labels for them. Let's do this. Alright, we got those packed up. Let's add them to the tote, and a 1 and a 2. Slowly filling this thing up. Those orders are starting to trickle in. They're not flowing like we want them to yet, but we got to keep listing. We got to keep listing some fresh inventory into the stores. We got a few items into the small store, so now I'm going to focus on getting some listings up into the big store, and hopefully that will turn things around. Alright, so I decided to run around the neighborhood and not go into town, drop off orders, and visit Lake Patton. So just a little neighborhood run. Just got finished, pretty warm out there still. Gonna have a little dinner and then get back to work. We got a few more listings to get up tonight, so it's a little after 7. Hopefully we can get a little work done before the end of the night. The day in the life of a reseller continues. Thank you for watching. Alright, it's a little after 9 o'clock. I think I'm going to call an end to this day in the life of a reseller vlog. I want to thank everybody for watching this one to the very end. Hopefully you guys will subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and come on back for some more daily vlogs. They come out every morning, so you always have something to watch. Thanks again. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.